Okay, hey, welcome to the spoiler section, where we can talk about anything. So,
This movie had no ending. There was no climax to this film.
right,
There was no fighting.
there was people evaporating.
Yeah, they got bursting into flames, but
Okay.
that was it.
You want to talk about Dumbledore?
Oh, which part that I didn't like about
Well, let's
Dumbledore?
save that for the end. I'm going to talk about some
Okay.
other ones. There were numerous subplots. You've got sort of
Queen-
Beatrice, or let's start way at the beginning, or what's Betty, his assistant. See, y'all don't even fucking know
Whose
who she is.
assistant?
Nobody cares.
Bunny. It's
Ben,
something-
Bunny, Betty, you don't even know.
Yeah.
Taking care of the animals.
I was
and
more
then-
intrigued with the animals.
Right, and so then he basically is doing his Fantastic Beast thing as he captures a dragon, but later on it feels like it's just being used for the final thing at the end.
100%.
And that's exactly what it is. We get a little bit of who is Crescent. What's his name?
Newt
No,
Grindelwald.
Gristlebrand.
no,
Grindelwald.
no. Ezra Miller.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Credence.
Credence. Who is Credence?
We
okay?
don't know,
This
and
film,
you never know.
This film is all about who is Credence. His motivate. He's very powerful.
Didn't he
he's
die in the first one?
rage-filled. I don't remember.
Supposedly.
And so he lives through magic.
He's wiped it
That's
away.
what they said here. It's
Was
like,
it-
oh, he's still alive.
How? Magic.
Magic. Right. So, and he needs to figure out where he comes from. Why it means that much to him. It's a contrivance. Why they go through the records at the ministry and they're trying to find out, and the librarian lets them in, and then later on this librarian turns into the most evil chick I've ever seen, the most intimidating. Like, she's straight up bad guy. I'm more scared of her than I am
And her fucking
Johnny
crazy
Depp's character.
cats.
Yeah.
And she lets loose crazy cats that will fucking kill you. That doesn't make any sense.
But magic.
Like, what the fuck? Why'd she turn into such a bad guy? And yeah, and then there's a subplot with Newt's brother, who is, when they were kids, likes this girl that liked Newt because they had a connection, because he loves animals and she thinks he's cute because he takes care of animals.
So she
and
marries the brother?
So she marries the brother, and then, oh, oopsie daisy. Or does she like him? And then is he only there to reclaim her? But that's so muddied. It doesn't come across
messy,
like that.
yeah.
That subplot was broken and all over the place, and oopsie daisy, she dies.
Yeah,
Why
they're-
does she-
they're
what
trying to
is she
force a
doing?
love triangle and
So
yeah,
so basically the story is he breaks free. I don't know why they're transporting him. There's no reason for it.
He
other
has
than
to.
for
He
him
has to serve his time in Europe.
No,
They clearly
fuck
explained that.
He's like most dangerous fucking wizard aside from.
That's evil 101. You got to transport them.
And
Michael Myers.
only one
you
guy.
have to transport him.
So he can fucking break out.
Exactly.
Breaks out and then essentially has a rally, like a fucking rally, and he's got these black banners that go across the city, and that's supposed to tell everybody, be here at the cemetery or something.
Well, he can't email them yet. It's 1927. So
Right. So it's so inconsistent with what wizards can and can't do. They make it seem like wizards are so powerful. They know all these different spells, but they look like muggles when chaos is happening in the streets and this fucking tiger dragon animal gets loose and everybody acts like they're not a wizard and they're just getting crushed and moved around and like idiots. Everybody be like, okay, we're good. All right,
Yeah,
moving on.
It's like just time
Yeah.
up. Easy.
yeah.
And then as these black banners are flying through the air, ominously, everybody's, still talking, walking his lady. Like, nothing is fucking happening. It's like, do you guys not give a shit? Do black banners fly in the streets every fucking day, cover all the buildings that you want to
They
go
thought
into?
it was an ad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn ads.
Yeah.
It's just really inconsistent. And finally, he gets this rally together, creates this blue circle of flames, And this shit is so fucking powerful. It's like, why don't you use this to actually
You never
attack
use
the
this
ministry?
at any other time. Like, you summon blue flame dragons that are killing everybody.
Right.
And then he's just, like, stupefying people earlier. It's like, no, do the blue dragon thing, because that's cool.
Yeah. But they save it for the climax of the film, I guess.
Well, there wasn't much of a climax of
The climax of the film was 2 CGI dragons fighting each other. Well, no, one CGI dragon
And it's
fighting
like a
fire.
wall. Yeah.
Yeah, they encase it in fire, and then it goes away. Blue fire and orange fire.
And the ministry coming to shut down, or I guess supposedly arrest everybody in that rally, even though they only brought 40 agents to contain 300 wizards. That doesn't make any fucking sense. And then they start getting killed by the blue flames, and it's not consistent. You've got guys with wands creating shields. The only characters that create a shield are any named characters that had a scene in the film earlier. The ones that just get hit by the blue flames as if they never knew how to use a wand. These are trained enforcers, knowing they're going into a kind of a shady situation, and they fucking get evaporated.
They skipped defense against the Dark Arts Day.
True.
I mean,
It's fucking
you
bull-
cut class, you get burned up by blue flame.
It feels like Hogwarts is relatively new in this universe. They didn't go to Hogwarts.
Oh, it's not. Well, they
It's
definitely
been there
did
for a while.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it just feels like that. But so yeah, and I don't know. It just feels like, damn, man. Lot of coincidences, a lot of contrivances, and
And then
I
just
don't say that lightly.
yeah, there's just a lot of parts. We mentioned a little bit before, but the story they have to tell you what happens in this story. There are scenes where we're all sitting here in the theater and going, we don't know what the hell's happening. Like, who
I
am I
have
supposed
no
to care
fucking
about?
clue.
And then there's a scene where Johnny Depp is talking to some random flunky, and he explains the entire first part, the last hour, to the flunky, and then says, "I'm going to kill you later," and then he kills him later.
Well, it's because that guy said the great Dumbledore. And so he's like, oh, did you say great? All right, I'm going to kill you later. Mm-hmm. Then he kills him later because he tries to enter the blue circle where everybody's evaporating, flying up, spreading the gospel of Johnny Depp amongst the wizarding world.
Only the chosen people get survive, which is
Yeah.
not true. He chooses.
Right, he doesn't hate humanity. He doesn't want to kill them. He
Well,
just
he's
wants
what
them to be
he's-
beasts of burden.
That's what he says. Yeah,
He'll kill a few of them.
Yeah.
Like that 4-year-old at the beginning of the film.
He didn't kill him.
He had someone else.
Yeah,
do
he
it.
killed him.
He didn't kill him.
Gave the order.
See,
No,
he
that's
knows
the
better.
rule.
That's why he's better than Voldemort, because he knows to give if you're gonna kill a kid, like, you give the order to someone else to do it, just in case
Boom.
there's some weird bullshit that happens.
Then that kid comes back and is going to kill that bitch, not him.
Yeah.
See? How dare you kill my, well, no. That baby's dead.
It's dead.
That baby's dead. Yeah.
That's a dead baby. So this film starts like that. Don't get mad at me.
I didn't make it.
I think it's hilarious that Michael Myers
Whoa!
Michael Myers won't kill a kid, but this guy will kill a kid. What'd you say, Joe?
You said, no, I didn't
You think it's
say-
hilarious?
No, I think it's hilarious that Michael Myers won't kill a kid,
Oh.
but these wizards will. And in this film, they'll do it. Yeah. So what else? So essentially, come on, guys. The
love triangles don't work out. It's bad. Then these two people who would have really simple, like, relationship issues that if one of them spoke to the other one would be resolved, like, in 10 seconds. Don't for 2 hours.
talking about his friend and Queenie.
Jacob and
No,
Queenie.
no. The main Newt and what's her
Tina?
name? Yeah, she thinks that he is engaged because the newspaper printed that his brother's his brother's
Like a
fiance
simple
engaged to him.
misunderstanding, and
then
it's supposed to be this.
They let it
big
go on
thing.
for hours, and it's just so frustrating because it's so stupid.
It insults the intelligence of your audience.
Kids are not.
We
stupid.
don't care, and it's not for kids. That's for the adults parts of that
It
shit.
is.
It's not for kids. That part, and it just didn't work. Okay, so overall, it turns out that this love triangle, forced triangle between his brother, him, and this one girl that they knew in class is really just a way to show that is Credence related to her. Well, sort of, but not really. It turns out that there's a rich Frenchman wizard who decided he didn't like his wife anymore. He wanted to shack up with this other lady.
Yeah, he's
And-
sexually, like, he magic raped
He
a couple
magic
women.
He magic kidnapped her and raped her.
That's
Yeah.
And then that's the kid who is this one character that shows up in the film like he's going to kill Credence, and it's his purpose because he wants to avenge his family's honor,
His mother, yeah.
his mother's honor by killing Credence. But it's not really that man's son, because he wants to kill the thing that man, terrible person, loves the most, and it's supposed to be Credence, but it's not. It turns out that
There was more baby murder beforehand.
there was even more baby murder in this film. The sister, who is Lita Strange, right?
Lestrange, yeah.
Lestrange, was sick and tired of hearing her baby brother cry on a boat.
When you say
Maybe
it,
the
when you
Titanic.
say it out loud, it sounds weird.
It
as
sounds
So
fuck.
like
she
that.
wants to
So she swapped the
So she
babies.
swaps babies for a little bit or maybe forever. And it just so happens this boat, I don't know, runs into an iceberg and it turns into the Titanic, I guess. And that they're on a different boat, and that baby dies
Yeah.
and falls into the water and dies.
In her
So
defense,
she
that baby
killed
was
her-
crying a lot.
She killed her brother because by mistaken identity, it gets put on a different boat with that baby just so she can have some peace and quiet. Like, I'm like, God damn. So that's a very sad reveal. I guess that was in the book because it feels a little out
Was
of
that
place.
it? Did you read the 40-page pamphlet that is?
No, I did not.
Yeah, I don't know if there's that much baby murder in Fantastic
Yeah,
Beasts
they
or
got
Inferno.
they got the mirror that you look into from the original Harry Potter series. To we'll get into that in just a bit. But they also have the looking at the fear. What are those boglins?
Bogart.
Those are the pogs. Bogarts or whatever, where you overcome your fears, and you're like, what the hell is she scared of? And it's ominous. Everybody, it lights up the whole fucking room, and it's this white figure falling, and you're not sure what it is. That's a dead baby. And I'm
That's
like,
pretty deep,
God
man.
damn.
After thinking about it, that's
Yeah,
fucking
like
deep.
I don't think
That's a lot of weight
all
to carry
those
as a little
and,
kid.
and they even try to put in the bully thing in there. Like, I can't wait to see what she, she talks too much with my lips, because she's like a little troublemaker kid, and it's probably because she's got messed up issues.
Because she
killed her
murdered a baby.
brother.
She murdered a
She
baby.
murdered her brother. So anyway, they show off what she's most scared of: this dead baby drowning. Okay.
Well, thanks for watching, guys.
Then it goes-
we did it.
It goes to the next scene, and she goes, I don't want to talk about it. And then the
Yeah.
film just goes on. So that was pretty crazy, but and then she dies because she, I guess, attacks what was her plan there?
She was gonna backstab Gristlebrand.
Griswold.
Yeah. Griswold.
We're gonna come
Yeah,
up
for
with
Christmas
a new-
vacation.
Yeah, we're gonna come with a
Griswolds.
new name.
I'm
every
done
single
trying
time.
to correct you guys.
Yeah.
So go ahead, whatever.
So Griswold.
Griswold's around. Yeah.
And I don't know what her plan was. She's just gonna shoot him.
Yeah,
He's
she
like
tried to
one of
shoot
the
him.
most powerful wizards.
That
She
doesn't make any
doesn't know.
fucking sense.
It's suicide. I guess she was just
should
trying.
join the fucking ministry and attack him
And then, no,
with
it-
some forces.
And then right before she dies, she looks right at Newt, who's standing next to his brother, but she's looking at him and says, I love you. And the brother says nothing, like mentions nothing. He's
Well, what it is it's trying to show you that you don't know who she said I love you to. It could have been, her husband to be, or it could have been Newt. But yeah, it's implied that it was Newt.
yeah.
But I thought that was clever. But again, I didn't care.
Yeah,
you know?
I didn't care because once we realized that there's like this stupid blood pact between Gristlebrand and
Okay, so that's
and
what we're
Dumbledore.
talking about. When he looks into the mirror, he actually sees, and you're wondering, why the fuck doesn't Dumbledore get off his dumb ass?
He's the most powerful wizard
and
in the
attack
wizard
this
world.
fool and take him out. Well, he's like, I can't. And you're like, but there's this little trinket in the film the whole time with like some liquid in it. And what is it?
And so it's like they have a blood pact and they were more than brothers. I think it's implied that they were maybe
Lovers.
more lovers. Yeah.
From what I understand, and
That's what I
I
got
read
from
some
it.
controversy that the Dumbledore is gay, or he's bisexual, whatever he is.
Who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit? But they wanted to keep it out of the first film, or they just didn't show it.
Yeah.
And here, they just mention it with lip service. They say, we were more than brothers. Well, what does that mean? I don't fucking know what it means. It could mean whatever you want it to mean.
Yeah.
So for people where gay things are offensive, it means that they're just better than brothers and best friends. And I guess for, the other side, they were gay lovers, and he doesn't want to kill his love.
Well, there's actually a spell between them that says that they literally cannot fight each other. That's what that little locket is. So in this movie, Dumbledore has the best plot armor ever. He literally cannot die because the only person that could fight him is Griselbrand. And Griselbrand cannot fight him back. So Dumbledore could do anything he wanted in this entire movie, but doesn't.
He sends Newt after him.
He sends a guy that can die instead of sending him just going himself.
He can't go himself. He can't use shit on him. That's the purpose of the blood
He doesn't
pact.
need to fight him. He just needs to get the kid. He doesn't send Newt to kill Griselbrand. He sends Newt to go get the kid. Save the kid, and we save the universe. All Dumbledore has to do is go save the kid, and he has this bulletproof vest
How's he gonna save the kid if he has to use magic to block stuff? Oh, take out his lackeys like fucking easy as hell. Oh shit, we broke the film.
Then you wouldn't have 5 movies.
Then we would have 5 fucking movies. Yes.
Okay, so Dumbledore is an idiot. They make him an idiot in this film, and they make him he's a magistrate, so magical. He's like the best in the world, and he can't do anything, can't lift a finger to help. I can't.
But I can send this
I
guy
gotta teach these kids.
who's got social problems. He doesn't have the
Yes,
social
he
skills,
does.
and he sends him with his suitcase full of weird Pokemon. And he's like, "You're gonna go fight the most powerful
Because
man."
that would make a better adventure.
Yeah.
This
Come on.
eccentric guy was, I gotta these kids, they won't listen. I gotta stay here and teach the kids. I was jealous of all those wizards in there because I was like, man, it'd be cool if I got cast and I was one of the wizards in the background and I could be like, whoa, I'm in the universe, even though none of those kids are consequential. They ain't gonna do jack shit.
No.
You know?
They're gonna die in World War II.
Yeah. They don't interfere in World War II. That's the one thing that I don't know. How did they fight? So the Wizardings did fight in World War I secretly.
Maybe there were Nazi wizards also fighting, and then they just did the spell that makes everyone
That
forget
shit is
everything.
kind of interesting, and I wish they'd do something on that, but they're staying far away from that shit.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if they're going to explain how they do anything during World War II. But anyways, so any more spoilers?
Credence's new name.
Did I kind of finish my whole thing?
No.
Okay, so whatever. I'm just going around in circles. So it turns out she kills the wrong baby, or she killed her brother, and swapped the baby and saved the life of this one baby, and he is actually a Dumbledore.
Maybe.
So he's
And you learn this-
Dumbledore's brother.
Yeah.
You learn this literally in the
Credence
last
is
10
Dumbledore.
seconds of the film.
Right.
The very last thing you find out is that Credence is maybe Dumbledore's brother or something.
Maybe. I guess. No, he says you're a Dumbledore. Is
Well,
he lying?
could
What
be
is this? A fucking Star Wars Last
He's
Jedi?
pretty powerful with the last scene. Destroyed
He
pretty
destroyed
much half
the side of
mountain.
a mountain.
He didn't yell
Yeah.
a spell. He just goes,
First time wielding a wand.
blew up a mountain.
That's
Cool.
Dumbledore's brother. It has to be. So that's why I got excited, guys. I was like, okay, let's fucking
I'm with
do
you,
this.
but then I'm like, you told me they got 3 more. I was like, oh, it's not gonna happen until the end.
There's not
They're
going to be a
just
good fight until way at the end.
Well, okay, so now all the plot holes. This big rich French guy who kidnaps other people's wives and has sex with them, and then replaces them, or that she dies, right? And then he just replaces them with another woman, and they inject it. He didn't love her either, and he had sex with her too. Like, what? This guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And but this whole thing wouldn't have gone down if he had sent his son, who is a wizard. He's a fucking rich guy. Why did he put his son in the belly of a fucking ship?
They're
Why
not,
was
in,
he
they're,
even-
yeah, they're not in the nice room. They look like they're in a cargo hold of a shitty ship.
Why is his son even in there? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Wizards, they show this carriage that can fly through the sky with these cool dragons. They show that
and
you
just
can
teleport.
fucking travel and teleport to different countries.
Bucket to bucket.
That guy, bucket to bucket, it's the fucking, I guess, of this age, it's the mule trucks. Crossing the border, except it's crossing the
Buckets.
bucket crossing. So that plot line is like, what the fuck? Okay, but maybe you can explain it away if you're like a hardcore Panther fan. Shut up, Joe! He's such an evil French. His father hated his son, but he loved him, and he's frugal, so he gave him a coach ticket
On the Titanic.
on the a ship like the Titanic.
Pre-Titanic.
Okay, so all that shit doesn't make sense. And then I guess Dumbledore doesn't realize that he has a brother. He thinks he lost his sister. Did he actually lose a sister and a brother? Or was somebody lied to him and told him that he had a sister when it's actually a brother?
That's where it starts getting all muddy. I don't know what's going on here.
We have
Maybe
no
he's
fucking
a nephew.
We need another.
Read the goddamn book,
we need another
Joe.
breakdown.
Well-
you read the book too, though.
No. And then what my favorite part is he has a skull bong. Like he's smoking out of this like magic skull, and it is
Vape Nation.
Vape
Who
Nation.
is?
Grizzlebrand is like smoking out of this skull,
Right.
and he's smoking out of it, and he blows smoke that tells the future.
Death.
And
Yes.
Death
it's
visions.
really accurate of the future, and so all of the apparently in the wizard world they can know the future, but they don't do anything with it. They just
That's so fucking stupid. Why don't you go get some lottery tickets or something? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, at this point, the universe of Harry Potter is kind of crumbling in on itself with so many inconsistencies.
Yeah, that's what I don't
and they're
want.
just like, hey, wait, magic did it, magic. It's all magic.
And I'm afraid what's coming true is what Alex is saying. It's like, oh, we lived through the amazing Star Wars stuff.
And now it's a prequel.
this we're in the prequels for Harry Potter now.
Right. So
Yeah.
it's the only reason
This
is
was
because
the Clone Wars.
the only reason Credence can do that is because his metachlorian counts are really high.
Really high, man.
Really high.
Really high.
The
Oh, you
next
thought-
movie doesn't count.
You thought it was just because certain wizards have more skill than other wizards and you learn how to do these things. But no, it's simply because he had more metachlorians.
Oh, okay. I thought there was a build-up, but apparently not.
Yeah.
I don't understand how, by the way, I don't understand how some wizards get more powerful than the others.
Studying.
Midichlorian.
Go to
it's-
school,
it's
kids.
not fucking studying because that young kid didn't fucking study.
Well, there's like
Credence
magic.
hadn't
There's
studied.
magic things like regents inside their wands, and maybe
No,
his
it's-
wand. Oh yeah, he doesn't have a wand.
Yeah, so a lot to sort through there, and this is probably super painful for mega fans, but because it may seem like we're shitting all over the universe, but I'm taking it from a point of view of somebody who isn't that familiar with it, and you have to realize that perhaps about 60% of the audience, maybe 70, 80% of the audience, is people that haven't read the books. They're just trying to have a good time.
I don't think that I'm shitting on this universe because I love the universe. I think that they made and rushed through
A
a movie.
shitty part of the
like
universe.
you make a shitty part of the universe, it's fans need to come out. Like the ratings for this isn't very good. Most Harry Potter movies were like 90+%. Everyone loved them. This is in the 50s,
Right.
and this is opening night. Like they're probably gonna go.
This
come
feels
down.
like it's misfiring.
And so it's something was wrong, and hopefully they take the failings, the clear failings they had here, and they fix it. Because if we're gonna watch the other ones, which I kind of want to, because I want to see them resolve this thing.
Exactly.
I want it to be a good movie. I don't have to struggle through another 3-hour shit fest.
So do you think that part of the reason why this may not be working out as well as people were hoping is the fact that the books were already written and it was a self-contained thing, and she had an idea of where she wanted to go with it, and then the Fantastic Beasts just is a smaller book. And if she's going to do 5 movies, then she has to
they're just trying to
actually
stretch it out.
make some of this stuff as it going along, and it doesn't have that same magic. I think that's the problem.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, because it's hard to fill up like a small book 5 movies you got to do.
So
There's
who
not
is
enough
this
content.
inconsequential? Who is this character that I was like, there's this really old guy in it.
Oh, Nicholas
He's
Flamel.
an alchemist, and apparently he can live forever. I'm like, holy shit! Why don't everybody become an alchemist? You're telling me that wizards live and die in this world, and they die, and they're not scared of death. They don't become alchemists. It's
It'll
just
be
this
that
one
old,
guy.
though, that old,
So remember
frail.
the Philosopher's Stone or the Sorcerer's Stone from
The Philosopher's Stone. Yeah.
Yeah,
Was
it's
that him?
That's him. He created the thing, and so that's why he
Oh.
lived forever. And they
I'm
threw
sure
the-
Harry Potter fans are like, whoa, cool.
And then they did nothing with his character.
Yeah,
and then
I had
it
no
was-
idea who he was, and I'm like, he's like, I haven't seen action in years, and there's like, I gotta go. He looks in a book, and this lady tells him, go fight, and he's like, okay, I'm going, and then he goes out there and he does what everybody else does,
He does nothing special, and it was
nothing
horrible.
special. They all slam their like they're fucking King Arthur or something, and slam their fucking wands into the ground.
Make a cage
And
of
make
fire.
a fucking cage so that these blue dragons that Griswold creates,
Yeah,
Done.
you done?
Griswold creates to go destroy Paris.
Did he create them to destroy Paris? I mean,
I think so.
Yeah,
He's like,
'cause
if
he
we don't
said
stop, it was
he's
like
gonna
one of the
destroy
ministry
Paris.
people. If we don't stop, it's going to destroy Paris. What? How do you know
But
the
why-
intentions of the dragon?
But like everything from the previous scene, he's trying to set himself up as the victim and as the good guy. There's no way he.
why
would-
does he need
he would-
credence if he's got blue dragons that can destroy cities?
Well, magic.
Oh, magic.
Fillers.
Joe, it's because
Fillers.
magic.
That's why.
Filler films.
We need 5 films, man.
Why is it? All right, forget it. I'm tired of trying to figure out the logic in the universe. It is
Yeah.
magic.
That's
But
it.
but see, that's why, because the Harry Potter films did have a tighter feel to them. It had explanations for the spells. It made the incredibly powerful spells intimidating and secretive, and it earned it. I don't know how to say it. But this one just kind of throws things left and right, and it cheapens it in a way. So we are in prequel territory here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Can they correct it? They do have an opportunity to. I think it's possible
4 more?
to.
3 more?
I just want to see shit throw down. If what I got from this film and the best parts of this film, the visuals are fantastic, the magic shit is cool, and the speech, like, let's fucking fight and let's fucking take shit over, and there's a civil war. You set it up, you better pay this off. And I'm talking a better payoff than death dealers in the background fighting in a parade or whatever, and better than Voldemort and Harry Potter. Well, that's a different thing. That's like a one-on-one battle and them attacking the school. I want there to be a war. And if you don't pay this shit off, you could tell clearly what this was.
It's like Saving Private Ryan, wizarding style.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'll be the guy with a Gatling wand.
I'm not opposed to it.
He has
I'm not-
he has a Gatling one, and we're just loving
See,
blue dragons and stuff.
You're
It's just like-
bastardizing the universe. I actually made a Gatling gun joke, and remember the Connect games for Harry Potter, and where they basically turned it into Call of Duty. Stupefy! Cover mechanic. That I want to see that shit. You want to make 5 more movies and fucking do that, all right? Because you've already fucked it up. Let's go.
Don't
know,
fuck it up that much.
we need
right?
like 7 more love triangles to fill 3 more movies.
Oh man.
God, I don't care about their love. I really don't. I want both of them to fall off a cliff and die on impact. I'm just kidding.
Damn.
Nude is all right.
How many more kids, like little infants, get
Are
murdered?
gonna
in the next
die
3
in this
films?
film.
Oh.
We got 2 baby deaths in this one.
Two dead babies in this one. We'll start the count.
Oh yeah, we should have a dead baby count. We
Dead
need to make a graphic that's just like
Terrible.
dead baby count.
No, I'm
2.
not. I'm not making that
We're
graphic.
gonna-
All right,
we're gonna
guys.
X's.
Thank you, guys. Why you gotta say that, Joe?
I
Now
don't
I might
know.
have to do the dead baby count.
2. Okay.
You
2
give the
babies
people what
out
they
of
want.
10. 2
Hey,
babies out of 10.
If J.K. Rowling gives us dead baby count, I mean,
Hey, man, I think J.K. Rowling's going off a rocker here at this
Yeah.
point. All right, thank you so much for watching before we get downright attacked by Harry Potter and
Oh, yeah.
Faithful. All right, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next Angry Joe Show.
Be sure to subscribe, guys.
yeah, click the bell.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you do that. And grab some of our merch for holidays, Christmas. And, yeah, it's pretty sweet.
And
Check
leave us
out-
really fun and well-written, rational comments in the comment section because
I read them.
he reads them.
Yeah, be nice.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
I realize I haven't read any of the books. I just enjoy the Harry Potter films. And I don't hate what you love. I just think it was disappointing. I'll tell you
Being
if
real
I hated
is-
it.
was-
I'll tell you if I
It was
hated it.
disappointing for you, right?
Yeah, it was. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't want this to be shit like
Turn
shat
into
on.
Call of Duty. All right, bye, guys.